I'm not a morning person.
Dedicated to being passionate about it.
Bodybuilders have become more lazy.
People have always thought I lift fake weights. Iran and the United States.
You take responsibility for that.
Did you ever have to tell your clients like that have a lot of passion for bodybuilding, but you look at their physique and you tell them, you know what, that's not for you? Did you have to tell that, break the truth to them?
Yeah, I do that a lot,
Really?
especially with men that are dads. You know, I'm very passionate and I love my kids, and I just try to create an awareness of like what's really important. You know, even I do this a lot, but like, for example, I'm working with a gentleman right now who just got married, and, you know, he's living like that honeymoon period of life. And he's like, Matt, I'm sorry. Like, I've gone off plan 3 times this week. And I'm like, look, man, like, here's the deal. I can't control your plan as well because all variables are not being adhered to, but you're not getting fat. You just got married. You need to enjoy time with your wife. Nothing is wrong. Ultimately, I can't make any changes and manipulate the plan as much, but I think that there's a balance between doing and driving progress in the gym and also just being able to be a normal human, because the reality is that a greater majority of us, bodybuilding's never going to put a dime in our pocket, okay? So you don't need to be married to something and also neglect time with loved ones, neglect time with people that you care about to be all in on something that ultimately 5 years down the road, you might be like, man, I just missed out on 5 years of my life for nothing. And guys, I love bodybuilding to my core, but you have to be realistic, and you also have to not shut off the world around you and the people that truly support you, because if you shut them off long enough, they're not going to be around anymore.
That's interesting. I mean, that's a good point. Can you tell by even like when you assess your clients, can you tell by their genetics, sort of like their physiques, how far they can go in bodybuilding? Can you...
No, that's a good question. I think that's a really bad thing to do in many situations. And I want to I'll talk about Brett Wilkin, okay? And I had this conversation with him last week. Had I assessed his physique 4 years ago and talked about his potential, and he would have taken that to the core, he would never be where he is today. And I would say that had anybody done that, he wouldn't be where he is today. I think too often we use genetics as an excuse, or we bank on genetics. But the reality of the situation is that genetics are truly seen through work ethic. In my opinion, I think in the next 3 to 5 years, Brett will be one of the best bodybuilders in the world. 4 years ago, I think he was 180 pounds. Looked like an athlete, looked like a wide receiver, had some musculature to him, but at 180 pounds, he didn't have shape. Now at 280, he has incredible shape. You know, so had I prematurely told this guy 4 years ago, man, don't waste your time, you know, but it's due to his work ethic, it's due to his commitment, and it's like the harder he works, the better his quote unquote genetics appear. But yet they were there all the time. So it's a hard thing, because if you tell somebody too early that they're going to be incredible, but yet their work ethic doesn't match up, they might not ever actually come to meet that expectation. You know, and on the opposite end of the spectrum, if you tell somebody too early that they're not any good, but they could be great, then you're missing out on that person as well. Even like myself, like I was the best bodybuilder I ever was at 225 pounds. Had I not gotten there, you know, I was bad at 160 pounds.